Okay, so the other day when I was showing off these new endlers who are chasing each other in the background, I mentioned that I'm also hoping to breed out some high fin or long fin green Aeneas cories, and they would not make an appearance that day, and I've had a couple of requests to see them, so they're out right now while I'm feeding. So that's the female on the right, and you can see they're really shy, so trying to not scare them back, but I guess I have. But it was a minute or so of them. Since we're right beside them, a little update on these accident guppies that I'm going to go ahead and line breed out and see how they come out. The Farlowellas that I put in here hoping to get a spawn are doing great, staying fat and sassy, eating lots of green beans and algae wafers. Sorry, back to the cory cats again. They came back around, so they really do have some amazing dorsal fins. That's the little male there. There goes the female. So some good shots of them finally. This is the last two I have of these also, so I really hope to spawn them. Big marine tank's just been fed. All of the corals are doing great. They're open and moving in the current, and the usual glare. We have lots of tanks, you know, they're on every wall, so unless I turn all the lights off, there's no way to hide those. But of note in here, Dory's getting a little bigger, so that's exciting. Dory likes vegetables. Still got an anemone tucked in down under there, so everything's good there. There's my buddy the hawkfish, keeps a good eye on me. Back to this tank this morning. It's actually almost noon. Things have settled down quite a bit. You can see that they're not overly afraid of cobalt. The rainbow cichlids are not. And she's right there. She's just had her breakfast, so she's kind of focused on food right now. She's ready for another, they're having some freeze-dried krill this morning and some omnivore pellets. As far as the spawn, I think it's all gone completely. I think the consensus was that it was her spawn. She guarded it all evening and all night, checked on them a couple times during the night, and I really think that she spawned those eggs. Either that or she stole the spawn from them. So it's one of those two scenarios. She did color up quite a bit. She didn't actually go into full breeding dress, but that's a little colorful for her if you look back at some of her older pictures and vids. Maria Z, great channel if you haven't checked her out, she asked if anyone had dropped a tube or if anyone had any weight loss that was noticeable, and no, but that little mama there is so little. She obviously is not carrying eggs. Now, that spawn wasn't very big for a big fish like this, so, you know, who knows? Who knows? For people that hate glare, they must hate my videos. It's horrendous here. There, I can block it. Severums are actually doing a little better today. The lady that lost her eye to that old Popeye, you can see that her eye, tiny bit of fungus on it, just right at the front of the orbit, the eye socket there. I'm still treating her with Paragard. This morning she ate for herself the first time. She's took some pellets off top. I've got to bring in some frozen food and hand feed her, and I think that's what she's waiting for. But she's beginning to fill back out a little bit, so I'm optimistic I'm getting enough food down her. Of course, the mate is taking great care of her and stays right beside her. I'm watching that right eye. It also had Popeye. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I was afraid she was going to lose it, but once medication started, I got on it as soon as I noticed the issue. And of course I did water changes daily. Some people say every other day, but I did 50% daily, and took a lot of medicine to keep the medicine at therapeutic, but you know, we managed to save her and hopefully save that right eye. So those are the updates and what's going on today, and thank you guys for your well wishes on this fish and for watching these rambling videos. Take care.